We are honored to be joined by Theresa Maughan, who is a high school social studies teacher at East Orange STEM Academy, and in fact, the 2022 New Jersey State Teacher of the Year. Theresa, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Tell everyone what that means.
Well, for me, having been a teacher for 40 years, it is a little bit surprising, but extremely, extremely rewarding. It makes me feel like my years of service and dedication to my district and to my students and to my peers, that it's something that has gained recognition. And it's given me an opportunity to have a platform to speak about the things that are very important to me.
Your background is extraordinary. How you came to teaching, special. Describe where you grew up, how you grew up.
Yes, my story is an immigrant story. I arrived in the United States when I was 5 years old, and I grew up in Jersey City. My dad had come to the United States on a work visa. He was a printer. And when I was in middle school, it was made known that his visa was not going to be renewed. So technically, my family, we were undocumented aliens at that point. My school, I attended parochial school in Jersey City at that time, Our Lady of Victories. And the teachers there really rallied around my family, especially my social studies teacher, Mrs. Roman, who I've recently reconnected with. And she galvanized our student body. They started to write letters to our congressman. She arranged for a story to appear in our local newspaper, the Jersey Journal. And this enabled my family to get the support. We were able to connect with an immigration lawyer and navigated through the naturalization process over a period of years, and ultimately earned our green card and then our citizenship. And I'm
sorry, because I hate when I'm managing time like this. There's so much more to the story, but why did you decide to become a teacher, given everything you just said?
Well, I realized that the same way that she had helped me, it was something that I felt I would be able to do with others. Initially, I wasn't going to be a teacher. Initially, I was going to be a lawyer at Rutgers University. That's my alma mater. But I knew there was something missing. There was something missing. And so I changed my major, and that led me towards becoming a social studies teacher.
40 years.
40 years, yes.
Let me ask you, the most rewarding aspect of your teaching is?
The time I spend in the classroom with my students, the realization that I can help in some way to have them fulfill whatever their goals are that they may have. I find my contact with them to be, I describe it as my life's blood. It's something that I realized I was missing extremely over the past year and a half.
The pandemic was tough for them, for you?
Yes, it definitely was. It's not the same when you're not in the classroom. And it has become exceedingly clear once we came back in September. There's just something that happens with interaction, personal interaction. And so that was definitely missing. And it had an impact. It took a toll on the social and emotional well-being of my students and myself and my coworkers.
Yeah. You know, speaking of in-person and remote, the New Jersey Education Association convention, Atlantic City, you were there, you were recognized, you're to be an ambassador in 2022 with this title. What is the most memorable part of that convention for you?
Part of it was having my family there to share in the celebration, but another part of it was the theme. It was social and justice and equity and justice and learning. And the keynote speakers were unbelievable. Being a history teacher, I am a groupie of Dr. Henry Louis Gates, and having the opportunity to meet him and have a picture with him, that was extremely memorable.
You know, we've had so many educators on over the years, and I'm always struck by their passion for teaching. You've made it clear what your history is and what your passion is, but how is it that you avoid, Theresa, how have you avoided, dare I use the term, burnout in the classroom? How have you avoided it?
I've avoided it through professional development. For me, I was able to utilize resources to take courses in the summertime or throughout the school year. And I do credit my longevity to my growth mindset and to the access to professional development. I'm able to recharge, is what I say, when I do the workshops in the summer.
So being with your colleagues and learning together is a big deal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That concept of having a professional learning community, it's extremely important. You know, you're able to share ideas, best practices. Struggles, yes. And most importantly, we can put our students in the center and we can discuss and brainstorm ways to meet them, you know, with what they need to have access to have a better educational experience.
1 to 10, rate your level of satisfaction, even before you were selected to be the 2022 State Teacher of the Year. 1 to 10, your level of satisfaction being a teacher is?
Definitely a 10. I don't think I would have been able to continue through to this point, 40 years in, if it wasn't something that I'm passionate about, and it's extremely important to me.
Yeah. Theresa, congratulations. Thank you on behalf of all of us who have had children in public schools and still do now. We wish you nothing but the best. Thank you to all the educators out there, because I know you'll represent them well in 2022 and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You got it. I'm Steve Adubato. More importantly, that's the Teacher of the Year. We'll see you next time.
State of Affairs with Steve Adubato is a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by TD Bank, PSC&G, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, Prudential Financial, the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, NJ Best, New Jersey's 529 College Savings Plan, Georgian Court University, Atlantic Health System, and by the Russell Berry Foundation. Promotional support provided by NJ Biz and by New Jersey Globe.
What is your child's dream for the future? Doctor? Teacher? Architect? Whatever they aspire to be, a college education may realize those dreams. And NJ Best can help. It's the college savings plan specifically designed for New Jersey families. Start saving today with as little as $25, because now is the time to invest in their future. To learn about NJ Best 529 College Savings Plan, its investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the Investor Handbook available at njbest.com.